is Mark. Today, I'm going to talk about climate change. Today we're going to be learning about climate change. Climate change is like weather turning. In the morning, we go to school. In the afternoon, it will be warm and sunny. In Tonga, it rained for 1 hour. But in the afternoon, it was clear. In the South Pole in the afternoon, it's clear. But in the evening, there was a storm. Climate change almost every time. We take millions years to change our climate. Like it changed from dry to hot to wet and to cool. Like this climate, it's very cold, or it can be turned into dry, or it could be humid, like in the rainforest. The mountains are icy too. Climate change over and over and over. That's why we're going to learn about this lesson. Can you see? The earth is like this, but many years later, it will turn to dry and or humid like this. And a climate change called global warming or a process of Earth's heating. Some people agree of this climate change, or some people just disagree this climate change or call it global warming. The Earth is 4.5 billion years old. Many years ago, it was very cold and it's called the Ice Age. Dinosaurs once walked on the earth like the Mesozoic era. The weather was like this millions of years ago. Like 100 years from 19,000 to 10,000. In 1900, the heat was increased by 1.33 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, it turned into 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit. It's very big though. It's a big change, but it still affects the earth. Have you ever seen a greenhouse? Greenhouse is for farmers to grow plants. It's a house which is made from glass. It can trap heat. It can be warm even in the winter. Still be warm in the winter. That's a place for farmers to plant. Now, the earth also have something like a greenhouse. That is the atmosphere. This is like the greenhouse. It's also trap heat. Inside the atmosphere, it has greenhouse gas. The greenhouse gas will trap the sunlight to make the earth warm. That's the greenhouse effect. It's like a gigantic big greenhouse. You see like that? The greenhouse was made from carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. Can you see that? It acts like a greenhouse. That's why it would be warm enough for animals and people to live on this planet. It would be beautiful like this. But over days and days, it will become warmer and warmer. Like putting many blankets on yours. Like for example, you're sleeping all the night, but someone put more and more blankets on you. Then you get warmer and warmer. The earth, if they release too much greenhouse gases, it will become warmer and warmer too. Like a heavier blanket lays on you. But you can also get warmer and warmer by some reason, not only by the blanket. Just don't put a lot of heavy and too warm blankets on you. If that you will be very hot like a desert. No one likes to be that. It's too heavy and too hot. So, if we can save this from the climate change, global warming. Global warming is a climate change that the heat always rises up. Now, let's go back to a million years ago. You see, the Earth was like this a million years ago. Now, we have cities. Firstly, it was fossil fuels. It released gas carbon dioxide up to the air and oil too. See? It's fossil fuels. We use it for burning. Fossil fuels is made from dead plants and animals. That's why its first name was called fossil. See the fossil fuel burning? That's fire. I never see a fire raising up the air. Fossil fuels give us warmth and gas and oil too, and made from that. Now, but when it was burned, it releases carbon dioxide, that means gas, to the air, which making it an air pollution. Cities are using cars that release gas too. Now, while you see this, while the earth was very green and beautiful, suddenly it turned into very hot like this. It wasn't really full anymore. Now, the next part is farming. Farming also make greenhouse gases. In farming, there were cows, and cows release a gas called methane, or farts. Yeah. Now, cows release their gas like greenhouse gas. Now, if cows release more greenhouse gas, that means it will trap more sunlight, making the earth more warmer and warmer. That's why it leads to global warming. Imagining there was 1 billion cows worldwide. See, it will not release too much greenhouse gas like this, like many blankets in the air. Now, next is deforestation. While animals was living in their habitat in the forest, but humans just chopped their home. In the air, there was carbon dioxide. Their home was forest. Trees help us, trees inhale carbon dioxide. But if the human chopped out all the trees, the earth would have too much carbon dioxide, and it doesn't have trees to inhale it, right? See? If they're chopped down like this later, just see. See? The forest is chopped down by the humans, right? We should plant another tree. If the forest is like this, it's not perfect for the earth. Now, carbon dioxide also used in farming and oil and for many things. People rely on these things, but sometimes we use gasoline, fossil fuels, it leads to many carbon dioxide and methane, greenhouse gas for many things. They rely on all of them, and that makes too much greenhouse gases and carbon dioxide, right? Imagine if the world is very, very hot and all the trees and grasses and weeds just fell down and they died and the world isn't beautiful anymore. I can't imagine of it. See? People always use wood for building their houses anything. Now, wow, yeah, see this picture. Wait a little bit. Here, the picture is like this. While the earth is green and very bright and beautiful, suddenly it turned to this, too much gas and carbon dioxide. Why? That hurts the earth. Now, if the earth like this, we can survive. If there aren't any trees, it couldn't inhale carbon dioxide to help us. See? Like air pollution. This is the pollution. It leads to global warming too. In the US, they use much as cars. Cars also releases smoke, carbon dioxide too. The US release carbon dioxide too much from cars. That's the first one. Secondly, they also look, the earth is changing like that. It became hotter and hotter. Or the climate change will turn like to storm, tornadoes, many things on earth like that. Also lead to wildfire, droughts, and acid in the sea, oceans. Can you see that? It's very bad for the earth. Even leads to the ice age. You see? And turtles are losing their shelter and place for them to survive because the sea levels are rising. You see that? They're losing place to lay eggs and shelter for orangutans, birds, and reptiles, and other animals that live in the rainforest. Imagine if a rainforest was like this. Also lead to acid rains, that's the pollution. And the cost of the grocery store will become bigger. It costs more. So what should we do? Now, it's like this. Now, if we don't release too much greenhouse gas and carbon dioxide, the earth could be very beautiful, right? Now, if we keep doing like that, the earth will become hotter or a ball of fire, magma, anything that's really hot for the planet. If it turns like to the color like Mars, like becoming twins like that, we can survive on Earth if the Earth is becoming changing like that. We have to recycle. Even now, if we finish using a bottle, we recycle it. See? Instead of using cars, we can walk too. Or using bicycles. Instead of that, if we use cars, it will release too much carbon dioxide. Can you see that? There are too many cars. We can cycle too. Cycling is good for our health. It's also an exercise. It's great. See that? We also turn on light if we don't need it now. Or another second one is about the electricity. We don't need to use too much electricity from the factories. Instead of we using the electricity from the factories and it costs too much, we can use by wind or sunlight too. That's free. See, like this. That's funny. Now, factories are making carbon dioxide and greenhouse gases released into the air, and it leads to global warming. That's not good. I don't like that. I don't even imagine it. We have to recycle it. Instead of using plastic bags, we turn to use bags, towels, and many things made from that. Now, the second one is we have to plant just one more tree to make the earth good. See, just plant more trees and it will inhale carbon dioxide for us. And single-use plastic, instead of using that, we need to recycle. We put it in a recycle bin and use less water. And remember that when it's too hot and put out of of the plugs to don't cause electricity. If we let it that, it will turn to explosion or electricity cost. See? Now it will be good like that. We put in these trash cans if we don't use it. See, the earth is becoming like that. They are talking about the earth coming not good for the planet. See? It will become hotter and hotter like this. It's a trouble, a big trouble, right? We need to save the earth. That's a not good thing for me. Even we do, we have to save the earth. But not all things are come from humans. Global warming not only come from humans, they can also come from other reasons like the sun heat came into the earth too much, or the greenhouse gases trap the heat too much, right? We have other reasons too. And we have to use less energy like this and don't help. And we can use bicycle too. That's a great exercise. And trees used for a good time to climb and beauty too. See? Don't throw trash in the forest. We have to pick it and put it inside the recycle bag. So now that's the end of my video, and bye!
Bye!